Warning: this video might scare you. If you're easily frightened, it's best not to watch. Viewer discretion is advised.
Number 1. The YouTuber behind the Hogit project is well known for his outdoor adventures. He's always on the lookout for peaceful, hidden spots to feature in his camping vlogs. Armed with his camera, he takes his viewers along, sharing every exciting moment. This time he's heading out on another camping trip. But unlike his other adventures, this one is destined to be anything but ordinary. On October 29th, 2024, a bright and sunny day, Hogit set off on his solo camping trip. As he explored the rolling hills, he searched for the ideal spot, somewhere quiet, untouched, and bathed in the golden sunlight.
Didn't even really take a look over here at this side. That's all bedded down, so it looks like some animals took some cover, especially right here. That's a nice little circular spot.
After some wandering, he found it, a small circular area nestled in the hills. Satisfied, he unpacked his gear and set up camp, already looking forward to a cozy night by the fire.
This is all set up. I'm going to have a fire tonight. I brought a fire pit. It is kind of scarce right here, but if I go out a little ways, I'm sure I'll find something.
As the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness settled in, Hogit prepared to build a fire. But before he could begin, loud knocks echoed from the nearby forest. They were sharp and distinct, unlike anything he'd ever heard. Grabbing his night vision camera, he scanned the area, and what he saw chilled him to the bone.
Frick.
Through the greenish glow of the night vision, he spotted a shadowy figure in the thicket. It wasn't just the usual play of shadows. His heart pounded as he turned to check the other side of the campsite, trying to shake off the dread creeping over him. But then, a voice, low, distant, and almost taunting, cut through the silence. A shiver ran down his spine, though shaken.
Alright, yeah, I'll stop it for now, but man, freaky.
Hogit tried to focus on chopping wood and preparing a meal, but as he cooked, strange noises pierced the night once again.
Oh, you don't. No idea what the audio is going to sound like. I'm trying a new microphone and I can already tell you I'm not a fan.
While eating, loud knocks echoed in the distance, causing him to freeze mid-bite. His eyes scanned the shadows, but he saw nothing. Deciding to call it a night, he retreated to his tent, ending the live stream with his viewers. Inside the tent, the eerie sounds continued.
What I'm going to do is pretty much call it a night. If anything happens, I will bring you back.
Slow, deliberate footsteps circled just outside, as if someone or something was moving nearby. Hogit sat frozen, every muscle tense, listening to faint murmurs outside. He tried to convince himself it was just an animal, but unease kept him awake. Eventually, exhaustion won, and he fell asleep.
Looked outside yet? Daylight is out. Okay. That was a few sounds. I don't know if it was the wind or something walking around out here, but it definitely recorded a little bit of it, of the audio. It'd just be like little...
The next morning, Hogit greeted his viewers, recounting the eerie events of the night. But as he stepped out of the tent, the unsettling noises returned.
There's something in the woods. This one could die at any minute, so I have my phone as a backup. Try to get closer. Squirrels are freaking out about something, though.
Loud knocks echoed through the forest, and frantic squirrels screamed in alarm. He heard branches snapping and faint footsteps, but couldn't figure out what, or who, was causing it. Feeling uneasy, Hogit quickly packed up and headed home.
There is something over here because the branches keep snapping. Followed this time by a couple footsteps, and then the chipmunks, the squirrels over there are going crazy.
Fortunately, he made it back safely, though the strange encounters left him shaken. Two friends, curious about rumors of a mysterious wild tribe living deep in the forest, decided to go camping to see for themselves. They packed some food, filled with excitement and a sense of adventure, and set off into the woods. When they arrived, they were shocked to find the rumors were true. They spotted wild humans draped in animal fur, moving swiftly among the trees. Before they could react, one of the wild men ran up to them and snatched their food. Terrified, the friends quickly decided to report the incident to the police. However, the authorities refused to take any action, explaining that the forest path was far too dangerous and risky to explore. Number 3. Josh, a YouTuber known for his camping adventures across the UK, often captures the unexpected while exploring the wilderness. His videos feature peaceful setups in nature, but sometimes things take a creepy turn. In September 2024, he shared footage from an overnight trip in a remote UK forest, and this time, the experience was far from ordinary.
I think Halloween's coming up, isn't it?
The trip started like any other. Josh wandered through the woods, scouting for the perfect spot to pitch his tent. While searching, he noticed odd things, branches falling and strange movements in the distance. At first, he shrugged them off as normal forest sounds. Soon, he came across a tree trunk covered with a white sheet. With Halloween around the corner, he figured it was likely a harmless prank by kids trying to set a spooky mood.
It looks like some kids have put this bed sheet over a tree stump.
After walking a bit further, he found an ideal spot for his campsite. Once his tent was set up and the area cleared, Josh began gathering firewood.
I find that really difficult. Do you know what I mean? You heard that. And it's really quiet. There should be birds singing. There was birds singing, and I just noticed they've just stopped singing. Do you know what I mean? Why wouldn't they be singing? I'm finding it really difficult to focus. Lovely little spot. Lovely food to be cooked.
As night fell and the forest grew quiet, he suddenly heard footsteps behind his tent. The sound was faint but unmistakable. Listening closely, viewers could hear it too. What made it even creepier was that whoever or whatever was nearby didn't make their presence known. Josh started to feel uneasy. He noted that even the birds, which had been chirping earlier, had gone completely silent. This eerie stillness only added to the tension. Determined not to stick around and find out what was happening, Josh decided to pack up and leave.
Camped in a fog before. I want to get out there and capture some ambience and everything like that. And cook some food. My missus made a nice There's a dog behind me. Maybe it was a dog this whole time. It's big.
As he started moving, a dog's bark pierced the silence. This unsettling detail confirmed his fear. He wasn't alone. Whoever had been nearby wasn't just watching. They had a dog with them. As Josh explained the situation to his viewers, he caught sight of a man's head peeking out from the bushes. The figure quickly ducked back, trying to stay hidden. This wasn't an accidental encounter. It felt deliberate.
I then noticed, while I was sort of recording and also off camera, that there was movement in the bushes. Now you could see in the video it wasn't dark by the time I was getting spooked. It was starting to, maybe the next 40 minutes or so. And I could see the black silhouettes of these bushes moving, I could hear pushing, I could hear footsteps. But this was mainly happening when I weren't speaking and it was off camera, which is typical, I know. But I think if it was a person, they're probably waiting until I stopped speaking to move. And when I was standing still, they thought maybe I weren't looking and they were just stepping through the trees. I was starting to get really uneasy, I was getting really nervous about it. And it was at that point I noticed something literally opposite me that I thought might have been a tree, but when I stared at it, it dipped down behind the bushes. And that was when I probably that clip where I've not seen the footage yet really, but when I'm like, okay, and I just switched the camera off. And then as I was packing away, I heard a dog bark.
Josh also noticed movement in the shadows, where bushes seemed to rustle only when he stopped talking. The realization hit hard. Someone had been silently tracking him, trying not to be noticed. That alone was reason enough to leave. Josh hurriedly packed up and left the area, knowing the safest choice was to avoid any confrontation. In places like these, where the wilderness often attracts shady characters, staying alert is essential. For Josh, leaving was the best decision, and it's moments like this that remind us how unpredictable the outdoors can be. Number 4. In this video, YouTuber DeathWish101 takes viewers on a night hike deep in the southern Appalachian Mountains. But what starts as an adventurous trek quickly turns into a nerve-wracking experience.
Straight up feels like something's following me or something. God, like I feel like an intense terror right now. A very, almost crippling, intense dread, like, type terror. That I'm not familiar with. Like, everything about this has been screaming to me, turn around, ever since I got out of the car. Normally I'm having fun doing my thing. But you have no idea what I'm feeling right now. No idea. I'm not sure that I've ever felt like this in my adult life. For no reason, especially.
From the moment he steps out of his car, he's overcome by a wave of intense dread, an almost paralyzing fear that he struggles to explain. The unease growing with every step. Things take a strange turn when his GPS suddenly starts speaking out of nowhere, startling him and making his skin crawl.
Maybe it's a sixth sense. Oh! My GPS, bro, what? It started talking. Oh! Please don't ever do that again. Every hair on my body is standing up right now. Hey! How dangerous could walking on a road be, you know? I may eat my words, but... Boy, that scared me.
As he tries to shake off the fear, eerie sounds echo through the woods. Then, he hears something even more unsettling.
What was that, bro? Did y'all hear that? we got coyotes heavy coming this way. Alright, so maybe something was watching me. I've decided to turn around, guys. I didn't want to get in those thick woods with hearing that all by myself. These guys are probably right up on me right now.
Coyotes howling nearby, their cries growing louder and closer. Realizing he's not alone, he decides it's better to head back. Along the way, he feels eyes watching him from all directions. He catches glimpses of glowing eye shine in the dark, which only fuels his anxiety.
Camera on, I thought it was off. I may have just been recording everything I thought it wasn't, and not recording everything I thought it was. Hey! What's up? Guys, I feel like I could have a heart attack. My heart is beating so hard. I'm not even running, I can barely catch my breath. These guys are being way too quiet. And I keep seeing their eyes on different sides of me and hearing them now. Whatever it is, it's gotta be coyotes.
As he makes his way back to the car, his heart races and his breathing grows heavier.
Better back it up. I think I just caught eye shine again down there. Yeah, that's right. Good night. I know you don't want to smoke.
Whether it's coyotes or something else lurking in the darkness, he knows he made the right call by turning back. Sometimes instincts kick in for a reason, and in this case, they might have saved him from a close encounter with something he wasn't prepared for. Number 5. While exploring a dense forest with a metal detector, the host of Treasure Hunter made an unexpected discovery. A mysterious black backpack concealed among the trees. Curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to look inside. To his astonishment, the bag was stuffed with cash, diamonds, and several sealed packages. Though tempted to open everything, it quickly became clear that this might not have been the safest decision. Such a stash likely belongs to dangerous individuals, possibly criminals, who wouldn't hesitate to track it down, or anyone who gets in their way. Number 6. This chilling video, captured by Camo Tim and shared on the channel Raylo, takes us deep into a forest trail rumored to harbor strange occurrences. Tim received an anonymous email detailing an unsettling experience from someone who had hiked the trail at night.
Alright guys, so I got a call from Ray Gloom. He got a email from an anonymous person. It was a weird email. It basically said, to whom this may concern. My name is, I'm keeping his name anonymous. He was up traveling on this trail. It doesn't look like a trail, but it's a trail that goes up the, up the hill here. He said one night he was traveling up this trail and he heard a laughter. Didn't know what it was. Kept hiking, give or take an hour, hour and a half in. And he heard it again. He didn't know what it was. That scared him a lot. He didn't want to hike any further. He turned around and he started coming home. Well, when he turned around, he saw something poke its head back behind a tree. He said it looked like an elderly lady.
The email described hearing eerie laughter while traveling up the path. At first, the hiker dismissed it as the wind, but the sound persisted. When they turned back, they spotted what appeared to be an elderly woman peeking out from behind a tree. Spooked, they quickly left the area. As Tim retraces the steps and recounts the tale, the unthinkable happens. A haunting laugh echoes through the forest.
What was that? Did you hear that? There it was again. What was that? I don't want to go any further. Can you guys see this? Like, I don't want to go any further. Holy shit. What was that? What was that? Oh shoot! Guys, I heard that eerie laugh right there.
Moments later, a figure emerges from behind a tree. It resembles an elderly woman, but seems to be wearing a mask. Who is this mysterious figure? And why would someone be lurking in the woods, trying to frighten passersby?